Gord Steeves, you are making a public pronouncement here, but we're all gathered here to want to know exactly if you're staying in this race. By what you're reading right now, you're staying in this race?
Yes.
What about your racist wife and her views?
Why are you staying in this race?
Defend racism.
We are going to be respectful to this, and I think we're all going to be respectful to candidate Steeves here. So for all those other people that want in, please wait.
Okay.
Gord Steeves, we're quite willing to give you the time, but we would like to know, are you going to be in this race? You're staying in this race, Gord?
Yes. Yes. I will be staying in the race. I understand that you...
upset with what your wife said.
Let me tell you what happened. The end of 2009, the beginning of 2010, my wife was working downtown at the then Trizec building, the corner of Portage and Main. She would park in the library parkade and she would walk to work at the corner of Portage and Main through the Skywalk. About the end of 2009, beginning of 2010, she would walk and she would often be accosted by panhandlers, as many people were in the Skywalk. One day, it was a Saturday, she had two of our children, Hayden and Camille, with her. Hayden was 8 at the time and Camille was 3. She was holding both of the kids by the hand on either side of her. The Skywalk was deserted. There was a large man in the Skywalk. He was inebriated. He stood up and he began to approach Laurie and the 2 kids. He raised his hands and he approached in a threatening way and made threatening noises. Laurie told Hayden, who was 8, if he grabbed her, to go to a security guard and get help. The man never grabbed her. She was able to walk around him and she continued on. A few weeks later, Laurie was alone walking back from work. It was night and she walked by a group of 3 panhandlers they were Native people. They were men. She was asked by one of the men if she would give them some money. She said she wouldn't. One of the panhandlers jumped up and put his finger in her face and said words to the effect of, "What's the matter, don't you like Native people?" or words to that effect. She went home and at some point subsequent to that made the Facebook post that you have all seen. She has apologized for this. She is deeply sorry and she regrets that she did it. I don't tell you these stories to excuse the Facebook post. I only tell it to give it some context. My wife was scared and she was very angry and she reacted. I'll take your questions.
Gord, was there any point in this race where you thought, I'm not going to continue as a result?
No, I was only concerned about how this would affect my wife. I'm still concerned about that.
Why did you wait until today to address this issue?
Well, this happened towards the end of Friday, business, give or take. We obviously talked to Laurie. Later that night, early in the evening, Laurie issued an email apology. And then we left it and weren't sure how it was going to go. And we knew we'd be here Tuesday, and obviously we're aware we'd be talking to you at that point.
Considering the reaction that you've gotten, Gord, what else do you think needs to be done? I mean, there are people here who've heard the apology since Friday, but don't feel that it's enough. What more do you think you will need to do, your campaign will need to do?
Well, we continue to be out there in the community. We meet with people on a regular basis. I guess I've always been an open person, and I think people can talk to me at different times. So I don't know what specifically.
Are you gonna, why don't you join Althea Dubois and feed the homeless? She invited you guys. You guys can come down and feed the homeless. Get to know the people.
Well, I'm not going to change anything about this campaign in terms of the policy that we're rolling out. The issues that I am going to be addressing as a candidate are going to be issues that should positively affect everybody, Aboriginal or otherwise.
I would like to personally invite you to come and work on the street.
Just give me a moment, please, ma'am. The policies that we're advancing, I want to be clear about one thing, though. This came on the heels, of course, of the announcement that I made with respect to our downtown. I want to be clear. The policy that I announced on Friday was a policy to clean up our downtown. It had nothing to do with race, it had nothing to do with gender, had nothing to do with anyone's ethnicity. I am going to continue, if elected mayor, to clean up our downtown.
Clean it up.
It is obviously an issue.
Clean it up how? Where are you going to take these homeless?
People in the background are asking cleaning up how. They want answers. I don't know if they want apologies, but they're trying to put you on guard here.
There is a constituency in the city that has agreed with your wife's comments on Facebook. I'd like you to address that, and as mayor, how you would address those people. You see them on comments on our website, on other media websites, on Twitter, on Facebook. How would you address what people are saying?
Well, we acknowledge the comments were wrong. Lori acknowledges that. I hope people understand where they were coming from context-wise, and that they were made at a time of anger and fear. My wife apologized for the comments. I support her in that apology. Well, the comments were not my comments. I support my wife, and I love her, and I stand with her, and she made the apology, and I support her.
Did she want to come to the day, or was there any suggestion that she show up?
No, it's been a pretty difficult experience for my wife. She's not running for election, and she will not be part of this process. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate your time.